Hey everybody, and welcome to Meals with Melissa, where I come up with healthier versions of things that you love to eat. Now I know it's been a minute because my life's been a little crazy, but we are back and better than ever. We just have new night, new time. Wednesday nights at 7:30 on Facebook under Fillmore Fitness. So, of course, it's summertime, and what better than picnics and potlucks and all the fun barbecues with friends and family. I love it. I just love summer. So, of course, you can get a little crazy and there's some things we probably shouldn't be eating. So, if we come up with better versions of it, phenomenal. So today we are going to make a cauliflower potato salad, and it is super, super easy. Now, I'm not against potatoes. I'm really not. But if you are trying to eat a little low carb or you're trying to do more of a keto plan, you kind of got to stay away from some potatoes. So, super easy. Now, I've already done a little bit of the prep work. And what I'm going to give you today is the full recipe, but I have to tell you, I've actually made a half recipe so you can kind of see what it looks like. But it takes very, very little time, and you probably have a lot of the ingredients at home. You just have to grab a couple things at the store. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to take a head of cauliflower. You're going to cut it up in small, bite-sized pieces. You're going to throw it in a small microwave-safe bowl, and I like to actually steam mine with just a smidge of water and put a little bit of saran wrap over it and let it cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. If you want to steam it another way, or I just wouldn't cook it in water because you really just don't want it to absorb all the moisture. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in my bowl. Okay, I'm going to add to that, I gotta double check my recipe to make sure I'm giving you the right thing. So full recipe would be the full head of a small cauliflower. All right, you're gonna hard boil 3 eggs. Now that probably takes the longest time out of everything, but if you do it in advance, store it in the fridge, you're good to go. So again, I'm doing about half, but the full recipe is 3 hard boiled eggs chopped. So I'm gonna throw that in there. Okay, I'm also going to put about 2 tablespoons of minced dill pickles. So I've cut those up. This might be a little bit less than that. It's about right. It's about right. So I'm gonna throw that in there. Okay, mix that up with a fork just so it's kind of blended together. And then we're gonna set that aside for just a minute, okay? So we're gonna make kind of a dressing to put on top of that. All right, so I'm going to use you can use any sort of a cup. I'm just using a measuring cup because that's what I have available. So I'm gonna throw in there 3/4 cup of mayo. Now, not a huge fan of regular mayo. Reason being is that most regular mayo contains vegetable oil and sugar, not great ingredients. So definitely you might look for an alternative, make your own, which works great as well. Or, I'm gonna use my little scraper, you can, more of an avocado oil-based mayo is a much better option. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that this all makes it, and I guess I could have thrown it just in the smaller one, but that's all right. Put it in my bigger cup. All right, to that, I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients, okay? So I'm gonna throw in about a tablespoon of chopped or minced red onion. Now, I'm not a huge fan of red onion, but for this particular case, of course, when you're making potato salad, it gives it that little bit of tang. So we're gonna throw that in there, okay? We're gonna do 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Again, just to we're giving it a little bit of tang there. Okay, and again, notice I'm kind of eyeballing it because I'm making a half batch, but I definitely want to give you the full recipe because, of course, if you want to take it to a potluck and that's the dish that you're bringing, you want to make the full batch for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna throw that in there. All right, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Now, it's taken me a bit to find one that does not contain a bunch of sugar, but this is the Great Value Walmart brand, and it does not contain any sugar. Now, it does have, let me see if I can, a little bit of fruit packed in, but again, it took me a while to find even this one. So, all right, I'm gonna throw 2 teaspoons, which for me right now it's gonna be 1 teaspoon. We're gonna throw that in there. Okay, and then to that, I'm gonna add a half teaspoon of celery salt. Okay, celery salt, a little tougher to find, just so you know. Okay, half teaspoon of celery salt and a half teaspoon of dried dill. Okay, and then a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, because of course, you can check it out, see how you like it, see how it tastes. And of course, you can vary it depending on what works for you and your family. And of course, you can always double the recipe as well. All right, so throw that in there. I'm gonna mix it with my little fork, which has disappeared somewhere around here. That'll work. Mix it together, and I'm gonna throw it on my cauliflower, my mix that we've already got over there. Mix it. That's it. That's really all it takes, guys. Super, super simple. Double check and make sure I didn't forget anything, because sometimes I do that. Nope, we got it all. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, mix, mix, mix. Okay, I'm gonna throw that on top of my cauliflower mix, and then I'm gonna chill it for at least an hour. Now, the longer that you leave it in the fridge, actually the better it's gonna taste. So just keep that in mind that you might wanna make it the night before, right? Save you some time, okay? And that way it will taste phenomenal. Now, I love trying these recipes out because why not? Why not make something that's a healthier version of things that you already love to eat? There is a way to eat clean and healthy. Enjoy your food. I posted something on Instagram earlier today, kind of a reel about what I normally eat in any given day. And people are like, wow, that's really fancy. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't have to taste bad. Now, fortunately, I live with a cook, so it works out really great for me because he does most of the cooking. But it's not that I'm above cooking. I can do it myself. And I know how to food prep because I've been doing it for over a decade, because I am busy and I don't have a lot of time to make each meal individually every time I want to eat. So you have to get smart. You have to realize that most of the time you need to eat for fuel. I do eat a lot of the same things, but I've kind of figured out my groove and I know what I like. Lately, I'm on a salmon and green fries kick. Green fries is just asparagus that we make in the air fryer, and it is super easy, phenomenal, and I can eat it like, I'll eat it for several meals if I can, because it is so awesome. All right, that's it. I'm just mixing it up. I'm gonna throw it in the fridge for about an hour, and it's gonna look super pretty. Look at that. You can see all the colors of the dried spices in there. Tastes phenomenal, super easy. You guys try it out. Let me know what you think. And you know what? I get my very best ideas from you. So if you have a recipe you'd like to share, definitely message me directly on Facebook Messenger, or you can email me. I'll leave my email down below if you're on YouTube. Definitely give me that and let me know if you've tried it. What do you think? Did it work for you? You guys, this is about building a community and finding ways to share with each other the things that work, because I don't want you to take a decade to find your groove. I want you to be happy and healthy right away. So try it out. Let me know what you think. And until next time, next Wednesday, because we'll be here. That's Meals with Melissa. Have an incredible summer. Bye now.